Hi guys, my name is Katie and welcome to this video for the Law National Admissions Test, more commonly known as the LNAT. Okay, so this video is going to teach you how to prepare for your Law National Admissions Test and what to expect in your exam. Okay, so what is the LNAT? So the Law National Admissions Test was created in 2004 as a way of assisting university law admissions teams. So the aim of the test is to help admissions teams identify the best potential undergraduate law students for their courses. Okay, so law courses are naturally extremely demanding, and therefore the LNAT is unlike any other assessment in that it does not measure intellectual ability. So the test is a measure of common sense, competency, and a person's ability to prove that they can handle a university degree in law. Okay, so specific abilities and aptitudes need to be assessed in relation to the set skills and requirements essential to pursue an academic course in law. So fundamentally, the LNAT is a test of aptitude rather than of knowledge. It's not a test that you can simply sit down and revise for, but you can improve your chances by practicing similar questions. Okay, so it's a test that requires a mature understanding of social, technological, economic and cultural differences, and you will need all of these if you want to know how to pass the LNAT, okay? So what does the LNAT measure? So in order to complete an LNAT test, you will not be able to revise for the test as such, but instead you can demonstrate a particular set of skills and particular mindset that's required to score highly on the LNAT assessment. So predominantly, the LNAT combines strategic measurements and analytical approaches to assess your ability to understand and interpret information regarding current affairs. So you will need to be able to illustrate your ability to interact with the following areas, okay? So here we've got social, economical, technological, cultural and historical events. Okay, so these questions will all cover a range of topics such as the ones I've just mentioned, okay? So it's a great idea if you read newspaper articles or watch the news and just have a general understanding of what's going on in the world around you, because it will really help you for your LNAT assessment. So the LNAT is used by certain universities to ensure that the students they accept on their course are able students who show strong levels of progression. So the test ultimately provides an in-depth evaluation of candidates and hopes to determine strong candidates from those considered incapable of handling the demanding nature in which a law course entails. So the LNAT measures a particular set of skills including analytical ability, reading skills, interpretations, comprehensive understandings, inductive and deductive reasoning skills, verbal skills and strategic approaches. So what does the LNAT consist of? Okay, so the LNAT will last for 2 hours and 15 minutes, during which you will have 2 sections to complete. Okay, so the first section will comprise of 42 multiple choice questions, and these questions are based on 12 comprehensive passages. So for each passage it will contain 3 to 4 questions, and for this part of the assessment you'll be given 1 hour and 35 minutes to complete all 42 questions. Now the second part of the LNAT is in the style of an essay based question. You will be given a choice of 3 questions of which you must answer 1. Now the essay will need to be typed and submitted in an electronic format, and you will have 40 minutes in which to complete the essay. So here is a sample question for the multiple choice section of the exam. So you'll be given a passage which will probably be a little bit longer than this maybe, and this passage is on the distorted views of the media. So I won't read this out to you now, but you can pause this video and have a good read through this and then answer the following question. So the following question is, within the third paragraph, the writer assumes that A. Newspapers are the foundation of distorted imagery. B. Publishers of newspapers are the people who decide what gets printed in their paper. C. Newspapers continue to adopt a writing style that is based on bias and controversy. D. Distorted imagery cannot be avoided. Or E. The media are responsible for the social issues in which girls face regarding body image. Okay, so you will need to look at the third paragraph in particular for this question, and from that you will need to determine what the writer is assuming within that paragraph. Okay, so if you have a read through, then you should know that the correct answer for this question is answer B. Okay, so B, publishers of newspapers are the people who decide what gets printed in their paper. Okay, so make sure you have a good read through the passage and understand what is being said in regards to how the writer is talking about a certain topic, what view they are taking, and how they do come across in their writing style. Okay, so let's have another look at another multiple choice example. So this is on the threats of social networking. Again, I won't read this out, but you can pause the video and have a good read of this passage. Okay, so then a question is, which of the following best describes the author's tone in regards to his attitude about social networking sites? So A, strongly pessimistic, B, discouraged, C, guarded, D, upset, E, highly optimistic. Okay, so again, read through the passage yourself and work out what tone the author is taking. Okay, so this is a common type of question that will appear in your LNAT. Okay, and the correct answer that you should have got is answer C. It's guarded. Okay, so if you didn't get that answer, read through the passage again and just have a look of how the author is coming across in their writing. Okay, so for the essay section, you'll be given 3 questions in which you must choose one to write your essay on. And these questions are usually based on current affairs, common debate topics, which allows you to voice your opinion and argue your reasoning using support, evidence, and justifications. So your essay part of your exam will look something like this. So answer one of the following questions. Your answer should be a reasoned substantiated argument which justifies your response to the question that you've chosen. You have 40 minutes in which to draft and write your answer to one essay question. So the first question is, euthanasia should be legal. Discuss. Question 2, should the death penalty be allowed? Question 3, violent games contribute to youth violence. Argue. So you would need to choose one of these and then plan your answer and then write out an essay. Okay, so remember, all essays will need an introduction, it will need the main body and a detailed conclusion voicing your overall interpretation and opinions. Okay, so this is just a breakdown of the first question, which was euthanasia, and we've provided you key areas that you could have included in such an argument. Okay, so we've got dignity. So within a civilized society, it can be argued that an individual should be able to die in a dignified and peaceful way instead of waiting out for a disease to kill them or become so inflicted with pain that it's too much for them to bear. You could have in your argument about bodies are our own, so it could be argued that it's up to us what we decide to do with our bodies. We're allowed to make all kinds of decisions based on our bodies, for example, getting tattoos, piercings, having a baby, getting a transplant, getting plastic surgery, etc. Thus, we should be able to decide when our body has had enough. You could argue about beliefs and that some people believe that suicide is not a crime. People commit suicide and no crime has been committed and no one was in the wrong. Therefore, euthanasia should also not be a crime. The only difference between the two is that euthanasia usually requires the assistance of someone else, and that assisted help from someone willing to let a person die ultimately fulfills a dying person's wish. You could argue about changing attitudes. So according to a study conducted in 2007, 80% of the public said that they wanted the law to change regarding assisted suicide and helping those to end their life. Okay, so I have provided you with an outline of the Law National Admissions Test Guide that I'm going to show you at the end of this video. And this guide will ultimately demonstrate the ability to differentiate between inferences, abstractions, assumptions, generalizations, and provide critical analysis. It will help you to demonstrate high levels of critical thinking and logical understanding, demonstrate high levels of reasoning and interpretation, evaluate arguments in the position in which the author upholds, focus on sufficient evidence to generate adequate support and justification, analyse information to draw conclusions, and demonstrate writing ability in the style of an essay-based question, which will require critical analysis, persuasive writing, and detailed points of view. Okay, so this is the recommended Law National Admissions Test Guide that you should purchase if you are about to take your Law National Admissions Test. And for further information on your LNAT, and for more information on psychometric tests and further details and practice questions on the LNAT, please visit www.howtobecome.com. Please subscribe to the channel, it is free, and you will be updated with more of my upcoming videos. If you do have any questions about the LNAT or any other career-related question, please drop me a message below this video and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this video useful. And if you are about to sit your LNAT, I wish you the very best of luck.